So I've been seeing reports that basically Nintendo is not giving Switch 2s to reviewers ahead of launch. And basically, reviewers, I mean, rightfully so, should be upset because, I mean, the reason Nintendo said they're not doing this is that there's a big day one patch that I guess they don't want reviewers to have ahead of time before the patch. Obviously, Nintendo could most likely put that patch out early. So I saw that Nate the Hate said that people are celebrating this. And I mean, I'm not personally celebrating it, I guess. But listen, people do, messed up things online and like to celebrate other people's miseries. I kind of have a theory that I'm starting to think that with the fact that pretty much 98, me included, 98 to 99% of YouTube and games media basically were reporting on Switch 2 hardware leaks before Nintendo got to announce it, which Nintendo is not happy about. I mean, they are, they are suing one of the accessory makers that I believe at the time claimed that they had Switch 2, and then they went back on and this and that, and they arrived at one of the conferences showing off, saying they were going to talk about Switch 2, and Nintendo is basically suing them for, I believe, using their likeness or their basically using Nintendo's stuff as a result of it. So so Nintendo is not happy. Also, when Switch 2 got released, a lot of misinformation went out there, and misinformation is still there on all this stuff right now. Obviously, Nintendo is not giving a lot of information, and they haven't given the console or any real, except for the experiences that they put out there. They haven't given people like really interviews addressing all the things that people are coming up with, and I've heard some real doozies about stuff. And basically, I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo really takes you know what, a lot of these content creators because there was a time where Nintendo, they would not even let you use footage from their trailers for games, and they would copyright, I guess, strike or claim or whatever. I don't know the exact, because I don't make Nintendo stuff really, or know what they would have done back in the day. But I know that when I used to watch YouTubers, they would talk about how, they would have to like chop up trailers and like show them for a few seconds. So I guess the automated system wouldn't catch the YouTube content creators video where they use the trailer, and they would use it for like 5 seconds and then I guess show their face and then, put another 5 seconds up, and that's how they would report on news until Nintendo lifted the ban and allowed content creators to basically make content on Nintendo stuff. So Nintendo has gotten very lax, compared to what they did during the Wii U generation with content. So I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo is really, really pissed over the fact that a lot of people basically talked about leaks. I mean, it's not that 98% of content creators and media outlets were putting the leaks out there. It's that they were reporting, which according to the law is called fair use. So as long as you are talking about information and reporting on it, you absolutely have a right to talk about it. It is the people who are leaking stuff. So like if those leaks came from people in factories that basically stole stuff, because obviously it wasn't for sale, stole it out of the factory, and then brought it somewhere and then leaked the information, which pretty much was done. And I'm sure Nintendo is absolutely looking for those people to make an example. So I wouldn't be surprised if right now Nintendo is not giving out early review systems, because they're just like, you know what? The system is sold out. They really don't need people to promote the system right now. Let them all deal with it, because that's going to hurt a lot of content creators that, would love to have a system early to be able to get those extra views and clicks to basically report on the system. I mean, listen, I have a system on pre-order, and if no one's getting it till launch, I mean, technically, I can make content on it, and I would have a leg up on, the rest of the media gallery making stuff. So, I mean, am I celebrating? No, because I really don't care whether there's extra content being made or reviews, because I mean, I don't need a review on the system. I'm getting it. I want to have it. I mean, the system, it's gonna play Nintendo games. That's all I really need to hear. I mean, honestly, Mario Kart, it's not like the game that I want to play the most. So that's the basically the launch game. I mean, I'm super excited for Donkey Kong. Like, I can't wait to get my hands on that game. But Mario Kart, I mean, yeah, I'll jump into some races and check it out and see what's going on. I mean, I would have liked it if a lot of my Switch 1 games just automatically played and ran better as a result, because I have a huge backlog of games to play. So, but there's stuff at launch to play. I mean, there's the GameCube stuff. I mean, I have Wind Waker on my Wii U, so I own that already. So I own the HD version, so I could have technically played that at any time. So I really don't need the GameCube. Like Soul Calibur, I'm not that big on fighting games. I mean, F-Zero GX, I mean, like I said, racing games, I mean, they're okay, but I mean, Mario Kart is best when you have family or friends over and you like pass around a bunch of controllers and you're like, hey, let's play some split screen Mario Kart and race against each other. But I don't really have friends that come over, and family really doesn't come over to play. If anything, we would play online. So, I mean, that's where I would play my Mario Kart. But no, I absolutely feel that Nintendo is not giving out early review systems because, number one, especially in the US, the systems are basically, they're trying to get every single one that they could get in the hands of, people who want to play. So they're limited on that. And then also, like I said, they're probably pissed off over the leaks and the misinformation and people just reporting on stuff. And they're probably just like I wouldn't be too surprised if they start saying, hey, we don't want to allow people to use our footage anymore. Like they may revoke that. Although I don't think they would, because they understand that that's a big thing they shouldn't do. Anyway, this is Casual Noob Gamer, and those are my thoughts on why people are not getting early review systems of the Nintendo Switch 2, because people basically, they fucked up. And Nintendo is probably pretty pissed. I highly doubt that there is a day one patch. That is, unless there's something really going with this system that basically Nintendo's like, hey, This system is coming in hot, but I feel the system was done for quite a while. I think it was the games that held up. I think they didn't have a slew of games to release with, and they didn't want to have, a dry games library for people to be able to play. So anyway, this is Casual Noob Gamer. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Later.